We have the iPod Touch, and this is actually the third generation. And I just have some brief history and background information on the iPod Touch. The first generation of iPod Touch came around in September of 2007, so it's pretty recent and new. And then the most recent iPod Touch is the fourth generation, which just came out this last September. Really, the biggest difference that I know, at least from the first generation to the newest generation, is the newest generation now has a camera on it, which is really nice because you can just use it as a camera, take it out wherever you're at, and take pictures. The iPods used to be just for music, but now they've evolved into this whole new form of technology where it can also be a portable media player, a personal digital assistant. I know they have a calendar on there, which helps a lot of people. And they also are a Wi-Fi mobile platform, so you can connect to the internet and use it to surf websites. Now our goal for today will be to learn how to browse and download reading apps on your iPod Touch. To begin, we're going to start with the basics of how to use it. I know some of you may know how to use it already, but just bear with me. To turn on the iPod Touch, all you have to do is there's a button in the upper left-hand corner. You just hold it down for a few seconds. Once you turn it on, you actually have to slide to unlock it. So all you have to do is put your finger on the rectangle and drag it across the screen. And when you do that, it should take you to the main menu. They all look different with the different apps. The apps are the small rectangle things on there. There's a lot of games that you can play. But to see all the apps, you just take your finger and you slide it across. And I know these ones have a lot of apps on them.
Netflix.
Yeah. And then also, since there's so many apps, sometimes it can be hard to find the specific app you're looking for. So if you just slide all the way this way, you can go to a screen where it's a search menu, and you can actually type in a specific app that you're looking for, and it'll take you there. And then also down here on the main menu, they have 4 apps down here, and this is called the dock. And these apps, no matter where you're at on your main menu screen, will always be there. You can also personalize them and change them, so if you have your own personal iPod Touch, you can put whatever 4 apps you want down there, and it's just an easier way to click on them whenever you need to. And then one of the big buttons that you need to know on the iPod Touch is the home button, and it's down here at the very end, and wherever you are at, if you click on this, it'll take you back to this main menu. So if you're playing a game, you can always just click on that to get back. If you're on the internet, you can click this and you'll get back to your main menu easily. I'm going to teach you how to connect to the internet because that's important before you can do really anything with checking your email to surfing on the internet to downloading apps from the App Store. You need to be connected to the internet. So for that, you need to go back to your main menu. And you'll need to find the Settings app, which it has a gear. If you just click on that once, and then it'll say Wi-Fi, which is the second one down. If you just click on Wi-Fi, and then it'll have a list of the different wireless internet connections you can go to. So we would want BGSU because that's where we're at. If we click on BGSU, it should take you to a login page. Now you can check your email and you can surf the internet, download music, visit the App Store, which is what we're going to do next. Browse and download apps, which is going to be the main thing that we're going to be exploring today. You have to find the App Store icon on your main menu, which is an A with a circle around it. To search for an app, all you have to do is click on the search icon on the very bottom, which is a magnifying glass, and it will take you to the search screen. And then to find an app, you'd have to go up to the top. I call it the URL box, even though I know that's not what it is, but it reminds me of the computer with the URL. And you click on that, and mine already has something typed in there. It says social studies, so to get rid of that, all you have to do is press the X to clear it. And then you can type in a specific app if you know which app you're looking for, or you can type in a keyword like preschool reading if that's what you're trying to find an app for. And then once you have that typed in, you just have to click search. And it will come up with a whole list of apps that go along with the keyword you typed in. And then once you find some apps that you want to look more into, because you can only see the name, all you have to do is click on the name of the app, and it will give you more information on the app, what it has to offer. It has ratings on there from other people, and sometimes it also shows a little preview screen of what the actual app looks like. And then to read more about it, all you have to do is use your finger to scroll down. And then if you would want to buy the app, which we're not going to do today, you'd have to have an iTunes account set up already. And then once you find an app you'd like, you would have to just go to the price button. And this one says free, which are always good too. And you would just click that and it would take you through another process of downloading it and using your account. And once it's downloaded, then it'll be on your main menu of your iPod Touch. And some of them are free, which are always nice. Some of them are 99 cents, some are $4.99. It just depends on the app that you're using. But if for some reason it doesn't have the App Store on it, you can also go to this website once you're connected to the internet, which is appshopper.com, and it will take you through the same process as actually if you're on the App Store. It's really the same thing. It'll have this search menu that you can just type in preschool reading or keyword, an app named Shakespeare, and it'll come up with the same kind of screen. And you just do the same thing. One thing though is the print's really tiny on your iPod Touch compared to a computer, so you would have to enlarge the print to see it better. So now we're going to practice browsing some reading apps if you want to. Also, if you want to, you can search for any apps that you would like to search for. I know preschool phonics would be great to search for. And I also provided a handout that has some reading apps on them, so if you also want to just look at those too, you can explore and see what they're more about. And I'll give you a few minutes to do that.
How do I get back to the list? I put in the word phonics and I searched for that, and I looked at one app. How do I get back to my list?
That's a good question. What I have to do is press that search button. Last part, of course, would be how to turn off the iPod Touch, which some people don't do it all the way. What you have to do is you go to the same button that you did to turn it on, and you need to press and you need to hold it until you see a screen that says slide to power off. A lot of times people make the mistake of just touching it and holding it for a few seconds, and it'll just go to this black screen, which it looks like it's off, but really it's in sleep mode, and it's going to drain your battery, slowly doing it that way. So make sure that you hold it long enough that you get the slide to power off screen, and then all you do is you're going to drag it again, the red rectangle across the screen, and now it's off.